Hello and welcome everybody to a special stream. I have a copy of Dynasty Warriors 2 Remastered. Kind of. Can I get Dynasty Warriors 2 Remastered? No, Timmy, we got Dynasty Warriors 2 Remastered at home. It's in Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends, apparently. Or I guess I should say it's in Dynasty Warriors 7, because you can play it without Extreme Legends. For those of you that are unaware, I'm actually going to turn down my light here a little bit. I'm looking a little too pasty on this camera. But for those of you that didn't know, there was some DLC for Dynasty Warriors 7 for you to be able to play every single stage in Dynasty Warriors 2 Remastered in the system for Dynasty Warriors 7 in Conquest mode. And you can play on both sides, and they have a special third option as well. So, not only am I going to be playing all of these stages, or at least as many as I can during this stream today, but I've got everybody in the costume that looks the closest to their Dynasty Warriors 2 outfit. Because again, we didn't get Dynasty Warriors 2 costumes ever for any game. I mean, most costumes were pretty close to what we got in Dynasty Warriors 3. So most characters have their Dynasty Warriors 3 outfit, but characters like Guan Yu and Gan Ning have their Dynasty Warriors 4 outfit because it's the closest to what they would have been wearing. Then characters like Sun Shengsheng and I think Diao Chan and Xiahou Dun have slightly different costumes. Sun Shengsheng being the biggest difference, and I think Xiahou Dun, it's just he has short hair, and I think with Diao Chan, I think it's just the ribbon is slightly higher. I think that's the only difference. But hello, Steven Seal, Navir Colbert, Spindlehead, Anon Ghost, Sir Isaac Fortescue, and Vanta. Welcome to the stream. And Tail Saga, sliding in right at the last minute to get the shout out. I could mute the voices, but I feel like that would be going a little too far. You know what? Fuck it. This is going to be terrible. I'll at least do it for the first one, just because. My weekend wasn't too bad. Saturday, Chelsea and I did a lot of baking because we were going to a party. Sunday, we were recovering from said party. And today, I went and got a massage. So I feel much better today than I did yesterday. But what I've got planned is I am actually going to give Xiahou Dun this weapon. And then I've got a joke weapon set as the secondary because I'm not going to be switching weapons. Because Xiahou Dun only uses this one weapon. And the main reason why I'm using that weapon in particular is because I'm going to be taking on the Yellow Turban Rebellion on Chaos difficulty. Just to make it as accurate as possible. Wish me luck. Oh, come on! Wait, I'm not even sharing my screen. There we go. I wasn't even showing my screen the entire time. Okay, yeah, the lack of voices is weird. Already, I do not like it. Oh, it's still... Their, like, battle voices are still there, but the actual voice lines aren't said. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Wait, why is... Okay. Chat, oh my god. Okay. Listen here, chat. Don't do the stupid thing that you always seem to do every time I stream. Exactly. You always got to have a snack when you're going onto the battlefield, right? I'm not sure why they went without voices in Dynasty Warriors 2. I feel like it was partly because Dynasty Warriors 2 was more of a budget title prototype kind of game. Like, Dynasty Warriors 2 feels like a proof of concept rather than an actual full-on video game. There isn't much reason to play beyond, you know, high score. It is way more arcadey than any other game has ever been. They also, like, if you'll remember, all the voice lines were kind of customized a little bit. So, like, when you took out an officer, you didn't just say, I defeated an officer. Your character says, I defeated so-and-so. Like, it puts in the officer's name that you killed. And I imagine that would have been hell to fucking code into the game. Yet, seeing Sima Yi and Zhang Zhao with a sword, very weird. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say Dynasty Warriors 2 was bad or terrible. Well, I will say it was bad. I will say it's bad to go back to, because there's not a whole lot of reason to go back to it other than the novelty, you know? That's why I was like, I'll title this, We've Got Dynasty Warriors 2 at Home. Or Dynasty Warriors 2 Remastered. Because a lot of people were like, why are they starting with Dynasty Warriors 3 with the remaster? Do you not see this? We've had this all along. That's why it's very much an arcade game, which is why I would love to create like a custom arcade cabinet with a Raspberry Pi in it that has like a lot of PS2 games, but the cabinet itself will be based on Dynasty Warriors 2. That's like the dream thing I want added to the collection. And then have a nice fight stick. I can see it now. the funny thing is, playing these stages is more fun than Dynasty Warriors 2. It's more fun than Dynasty Warriors 2 with mods. Oh, Anon, that is putting it perfectly. Oh, they are remastering Dynasty Warriors 1. It's just a different company making an entirely new game. Well, what is it called? Three Kingdoms Arena? I think. Also, hello, Quarks. Oh, excuse me. Now, who should I take into Hulao Gate is the question. Maybe I'll do Sun Jian. Also, this weapon might be a little too strong. My Shahadun is obviously fully maxed out. So that doesn't help either, but I almost have every character maxed out in this game. Almost. Not quite. I think I've got 6 characters left to max out. Which, playing these is just going to give me gold, so who knows? Maybe after this stream I'll only have 5 or 4 characters to max out. Who knows? What do you mean? I am playing the Steam version. To answer your question, Grizzy Clone, the big star weapons do end up a little bit more powerful than should only be using the first weapon to make it more similar to the original. Oh god, I'm already playing on chaos difficulty to try to make it as original as possible. Let's try we'll try this. Wait, I've got synergy on that, so this one. How's my damage now? That's a little closer. And with the lack of walking speed up, should also be more accurate. Yeah, it's in conquest mode. I think you have to beat all of conquest mode before these unlock. I think that might be the thing. If you haven't finished conquest mode, like all of conquest mode. I can't remember if that's the case. It's close enough. Yes, Quark, your whole life is a lie. This has all been a simulation. Wake up. Sorry if I caused you some existential crisis there. Okay, so I was right. Thanks, Fanta. Yeah, you can ride horses in Dynasty Warriors 2. You just have to be a high enough rank for your character. And depending on the stage, you'll start off the stage with a horse. So I'm not going to use a horse in this stage because whenever you play the Yellow Turban Rebellion, you never start off on a horse. Not even when you play as like Cao Cao or somebody who should have a horse. Yep, you have to unlock the DLC stages in the PC version. Similar to having to unlock the stage or unlock the DLC weapons in Samurai Warriors 4 DX. Oh, excuse me. What? I've played the Yellow Turban Rebellion as like Cao Cao, Liu Bei, Sun Jian. I've played through their stories and I've never started off on a horse. But then starting at Hulao Gate, I was starting on a horse. And then from then on. And what I'm going to do as well, to make it fully accurate, I'm going to match my horse to the character. So, no red hair unless I'm using Lu Bu or Guan Yu. Funny you asked that, Quarks. I have a video on the channel on how to unlock the weapons in Samurai Warriors 4 DX. If you check out my playlist for the expanded series, I'm pretty sure... Wait, no, Daily Grind. It might be my most recent Daily Grind, because I haven't done one in a very long time. I have been tempted to do an episode of the Daily Grind on the best stage to grind in Dynasty Warriors 7, because it's going to depend on if you have the DLC, if you have Extreme Legends. Because there's a specific stage in Conquest mode if you only have vanilla. There's a specific stage in Legend mode if you have Extreme Legends that's better than that, in my opinion anyways. And then if you have the DLC or if you have the PC version, there's an even better stage that's both in Conquest mode and in Legend mode. But I would recommend playing it in Legend mode because that's you get the titles and stuff. And that's the Battle of Guandu, the Dynasty Warriors 5 version. Oh, the rare weapons in Samurai Warriors 5 are kind of a bitch because you have to get the S rank on every single category, not just on the overall stage, if I remember correctly. I still need to do that. I've got maybe one or two on both the PS4 and the Xbox One version, but I have none on PC, which is where I've been playing it primarily lately because it looks better. I've been tempted, a non-ghost, to get back into it. I need to find some time to, and the inspiration to write, because writing is a skill, and I have not done it in a long time. I need to get back into the swing of things because, like, I want to write the scripts in a way that makes it sound interesting and it's not just talking straightforward. You know what I mean? Like, I want to work in jokes. I want to, word myself in a way that makes sense to me and I get my whole point across. So otherwise, it would just be me being like, yeah, do this stage. That's why I struggle to answer certain questions live on stream, because I'm always like, okay, how do I word myself that I get this point across that's like clear as day how I'm feeling. There should be a DLC stage for each of the DLC weapons to unlock their secret weapons. There's a couple more remastered stages, a couple more stages that are from Extreme Legends. Trying to think if there's any other ones. What game have I played where the grinding is such pain I just gave up? Dynasty Warriors 2. Oh my god, I tried my best to like actually max out every character in that game. I did my best. I tried. I gave it as much effort as I could, and I fucking hated it. I think I got about half of the characters maxed out before I gave up. And at that point, I was just like, why am I doing this? I don't like this game. Because at that time, I was playing it on PS2, trying to max out everybody on PS2, not even using mods to make the game more playable. Like removing the healing on them falling to the ground, or the removal of the auto lock, things like that. I was playing it in all of its basic glory. Whoa. That's weird. I don't usually have issues with this game. Well, Quarks, let's take a look at what we got. Sanjung Castle is one of them. Hulao Gaekwon Du Chungban. I think G Castle is, yeah, this one is not one of the Dynasty Warriors 2 ones. Chibi Hefei Janye is not one of the Dynasty Warriors 2 ones. Yeah, there's the dagger axe weapon set, bomb, short pike, mace, great axe, treasure battles, which I believe are they taken from Extreme Legends? No, these are the Extreme Legends stages. So if I recall correctly, these are literally just the stages taken from Extreme Legends. Oh, yeah, and the legendary stages are the remasters of other games, like Dynasty Warriors 5 Guandu, Dynasty Warriors 5 Yiling, Dynasty Warriors 4 Changban, Dynasty Warriors 4 Wuzhang Plains, Dynasty Warriors 3 Pacification of Nanzhong, and Dynasty Warriors 3 Hefei. And I don't think there's any other DLC stages. No. Oh, yeah, I did not go for a full proficiency grind in Warriors Orochi 2, but I might for Warriors Orochi Z, because that is at least a better game. There's more to do in that. All right, now for you, I'm going to give this weapon. Gonna remove walking speed for Muso +1. Oh, excuse me. And then I'll give you the Padao. Actually, I want the joke weapon because I'm going to give all the joke weapons Muso +1 and then all the stronger weapons walking speed. And you're already in your Dynasty Warriors 3 outfit. Oh, animals. He would have the white horse, the birch. Yes. All of the stages except the Dynasty Warriors 2 ones and the weapon ones are in legend mode as well. So it's really just the Dynasty Warriors 2 stages that you are missing if you've never finished all of Conquest mode. Oh, I'm going to put voices back on because that does feel weird not having them.
Hold your head high and march. We will end this tyranny and restore peace. Behold the might of Sun Jian.
Oh yeah. For Dynasty Warriors 2 and On Ghost, I now play it with mods on PC, and it is so much easier to max out a character. But playing it on PS2 with no mods, whew, that is rough. I've got my wallpapers just randomized. Oh, come on with the blocking. Ooh. Muso doesn't kill things in one hit. That is good to know.
I shall return. Remember that. For yours is the first head I shall see. Fear the tiger of Gildart.
What do you mean the biggest impact character roster? Do you mean like the biggest change in character roster? Oh, you gotta mod Dynasty Warriors 2, 3, and 4. Like, at least to remove the auto lock-on. That is like bare minimum. And then, you know, graphics mods help as well. Things like increasing the draw distance, increasing the number of characters on screen, that sort of thing. The other thing I'm going to try to do, if I can remember, is not to call my horse. And actually play this like I would way back in the day. Ooh, yes. Getting remastered Dynasty Warriors 2 costumes and stages in 3 remastered would be great.
Impossible. My clan has never known defeat.
And surprisingly enough, not having the worst time playing on Chaos difficulty. I feel like Ultimate would be the challenge. That's where I would be like, I gotta not.
Your arrival is reassuring. Now
Which would have the biggest roster?
insolent rabble.
Oh. If they, there's my horse.
You just reached another level of brilliance.
If they included, like, all of the characters and just in Dynasty and Samurai Warriors and just had the most recent iteration of every character be the version in Whereas Orochi 5, that would definitely have the biggest character roster. Could you imagine having all the characters from Samurai Warriors 4, 2, and 5, and all the characters from Dynasty Warriors 8, Empires 9, and I guess the characters that appear in Origins would have that outfit?
So you are my next opponent. I'll crush you like all of the others.
Yeah. I was playing on Nightmare earlier today trying to unlock one of the weapons, and I had to stop. The moment that I was like, okay, I didn't meet the conditions, I give up. I'm going back to grinding on beginner so I can max out my characters first.
Thank you for your assistance. Your efforts are dazzling.
Once I max out all my characters, then I'm gonna go for the titles. I've got most of the weapons that I care about unlocked, so there is that. Now, unfortunately, the Lubu theme that we get here is the one from Dynasty Warriors 7 and not the one from Dynasty Warriors 2, which is disappointing.
That's my old man. Keep an eye out, though, because I'm not going to lose to you.
I find the absolute hardest difficulty still tends to be pretty touch and go, even with a maxed out character. Oh wait, what am I doing? That's just a guard captain. I don't care about that. And I already took out Lu Bu, so I don't need to worry about him fucking Yuan Shao up.
You must have angered the heavens to face me.
Ooh. I like that idea, non-ghost. I'm going to do that. And just because it does look kind of normal for the bow. Whoop. I know that's going to fuck me up if I get caught in it.
That did not go nearly as well as I planned. I must come back and try again later.
Fear the tiger of Gildart.
Dynasty Warriors 7 is the easiest until you put it on Nightmare, I find. Still not the hardest, but it is not quite what you'd want to experience. I find on Nightmare you have to use very specific weapons. There are some weapons that are just not good to take in on Nightmare difficulty. Like, my go-to is usually the halberd and the twin swords, just because most characters get a health increase with speed weapons, so that's what the twin swords are for. Oh, excuse me. And then when you switch to the halberd, you get a speed increase and attack speed increase. And there's no animation to switch from the twin swords. Like, there's no switch attack. While the switch attack for halberd stuns most characters. So it's one of those combinations that I find really good for Nightmare difficulty.
My lord, you are as sharp as ever. I will try to keep up.
Oh, beating Lu Bu in Origins to get that secret weapon. When I finally did it, I was like, oh god, I am cool with not doing any other Ultimate Warrior challenge, though I am still going to try to get at least all the weapons. I was playing Origins as well yesterday.
I shall return. Remember that. For yours is the first head I shall seek. Fear the tiger of Gildart.
Yes. The morale system. Like, I'm so glad they made it important in Origins. Like, it actually feels like it has meaning. In something like, I think it's in Dynasty Warriors 8. But it doesn't really matter because it only matters what you do, not what your allies do. At least not often. Some stages, it does. But I don't think the morale system really has much effect on what your allies are, like, scripted to do.
Thanks for coming. But I probably could have handled
I also wish you could set NPC weapons as well, because I would love to actually give these characters weapons that would look like what they would have in Dynasty Warriors 2.
Underestimated you. But now it's my turn to show you a few things.
At least we can set their costumes. That's something, at least. Yep. No morale. Oh god. Now what stage is after this? Is it Chungbon? No, wait. Is it Guandu? Ooh. Kiryu as a guest character would be kind of cool. Yes. Okay, so now I think I will play as Cao Cao. Where is the bow? There it is. And of course, we give him Shadow Runner.
Around the perimeter, or else we cannot win.
I mean, I could use Yuan Shao on Yuan Shao's side.
Let's ride, Shadowrunner. We shall fly across the battlefield like the wind.
I did not realize that giving Cao Cao Shadowrunner actually has that line. That's kind of cool. Also, you don't realize how just how big the stages were in Dynasty Warriors 2 until you play it in Dynasty Warriors 7. And some of these stages are great. The Hulao Gate stage is mid. The Yellow Turban stage is fine. I would say it's better than the Hulao Gate stage, but this Guandu stage is really good. Really well designed. I also don't mind Changban stage, though it's not the best Changban. It's definitely not the worst.
We're supposed to be protecting you. I'm sorry, my lord.
I am going to try to play as many of the DLC stages as possible in this stream, so I am not going to play on Yuan Shao's side, just for the sake of, you know, time.
I must retreat. This is not the end.
My ambition cannot be stopped.
Excellent.
Oh, there must be a
Victories as well.
voice line then for Liu Bei and Hexmark. Or is it Peng Tong and Hexmark?
So you are my next.
Well, I was thinking of using either Zhou or Zhuge Liang. Probably going to use Zhuge Liang for Chibi. But just because you mentioned it, I will use Sun Shang in one of the Wu stages.
Shall return. Remember that. For yours is the first head I shall see.
My ambition cannot be stopped. Did you honestly
I also really like this Guandu theme.
prepared for this moment?
Navir, you commented that just as I said.
That was great, Lord Cao Cao. No one
The music for Dynasty Warriors 2 was honestly ahead of its time. It mixed like that experimental electronic with rock and metal really well. But I will say I found like Dynasty Warriors didn't find its genre or subgenre until Dynasty Warriors 7, where it was pure rock with very little electronic elements.
It would appear that the enemy is not filled entirely with imbeciles after all.
Because the electronic elements ended up going to Samurai Warriors until Samurai Warriors 5 and Warriors Orochi 4, where Samurai Warriors 5 was still rock, but with a lot of like traditional Japanese instruments. And then Warriors Orochi 4 was all electronic, pretty much. Like, it had some rock stuff to it, but it was primarily electronic. Man, Jump Into the Battlefield was one of my go-to songs when I played Dynasty Warriors 3. I would argue there are a few bad songs, but those bad songs are not necessarily bad for what they were being used for, but they were bad because, like, they're not songs that I would choose to listen to on my own. Like, oh god, what's the name of the song for the Yellow Turban Rebellion in Dynasty Warriors 4?
Now you see why I am known as the
And then the Nanman theme in Dynasty Warriors 5. Also, not necessarily something I would listen to in my day-to-day. Not bad songs necessarily, but just songs that don't hit the same as the rest of the soundtrack does. Dancing Wizard. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, that's the thing that I don't like about it. It's not as energetic as the rest. At least the Nanman theme for Dynasty Warriors 4 had a little bit more oomph to it. And same with the Nanman theme for Dynasty Warriors 5. But it was just missing that rock element. Which is why, to me, the best Nanman theme of all time has to go to Dynasty Warriors 9. I also have a soft spot for Kid Around the Ska. That one is a bit more something that I would listen to outside of Dynasty Warriors. And I would argue that it's better to listen to it outside of Dynasty Warriors than to hear it being played in the game. Hey, Haku, to each their own. I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I'm not gonna judge you for enjoying it. I wish there was more nostalgia songs in Orochi 4. Mr. JZ27, I do not. I do not recommend playing through it. I recommend playing it at least a couple of stages. Play it until you feel satisfied with your experience, because it is good to go back to experience where the whole series kind of started, but it is not. It is rough around the edges. It is rough around every edge. There's not much point to play it other than for the experience.
I don't believe this. What were my scouts doing all this time?
Hey, Ignition is so good. And then in Origins, we got the remix to Ignition and no R. Kelly. I would say I'm sorry for that joke, but I'm not.
My ambition cannot be stopped.
Where'd my horse go?
I need to score more victories as well.
I forget what the Yiling song is in Dynasty Warriors 6. Yiling is one of those stages that I don't pay attention to as much for the music. I usually pay attention to its like stage design because I care about like how they implement the Stone Sentinel maze. Because like Dynasty Warriors 3 did a really good job implementing it. I can't remember what it was like in Dynasty Warriors 2. Oh, excuse me. I also forget what it's like in this game. Is it just the same stage as 6? Then I'm trying to remember what Yiling was like in 8. Oh, wait. I remember. I didn't mind that. It just wasn't as good as others have been. That is true. Ooh, what's my favorite PS2 Xbox era Dynasty Warriors game? Oh. See, the thing is, I kind of have two answers. My personal favorite, the one that I would say is my favorite, is Dynasty Warriors 4. What I think is the better game is Dynasty Warriors 5 or Samurai Warriors 2. While I do like Warriors Orochi 1 and 2, I do think that there's not as much content in either game compared to Dynasty Warriors 5 or Samurai Warriors 2, especially if you have Extreme Legends. If Warriors Orochi 2 actually combined with Warriors Orochi 1, then I would be like, yeah, that's the game.
necessarily to
Men of Intelligence isn't really one of those songs that I am drawn to as much. I know a lot of people really like it.
of my forefathers
I mean,
ends with me.
is it ga metal or game metal?
Shall emerge.
He does metal covers of video game songs, and he did a cover of Men of Intelligence. All right, Changban next. And I'm playing on Shu's side. Yeah. Shu's side first. And so I gotta play as Zheng Fei. And oh no. What I feel like he would have Chestnut. Great Red Spirit is also a pretty decent song. But Quark's Eve is one of the best songs in Muso history. It's up there with City of Flowers, in my opinion. Same with Wall of Fate. That song. Nothing gets me pumped as much as Wall of Fate or Eve or City of Flowers. Osaka Castle also has like really good themes, and Anegawa.
There is to be no retreat. Everybody, let's show them what we've got. Strengthen the defenses. Hold them back.
There's also like a bunch of bangers that I just don't know the names to because I hear them in the game, but I don't look up what they're called. Like there's one Samurai Warriors song that was remade as part of like the Omega Force 20th anniversary album that was put into Warriors Orochi 4. That's really good. And I forget what it's called. It's like this really high energy song. I think it's one of the songs that's in Motochika's story in Samurai Warriors 2.
I have failed. I leave the rest.
See, the thing is, Anon, I like Man of Intelligence. Or Men of Intelligence, whatever it's called. But I prefer so many other songs. Twin Cherry Blossoms is also a really good one. Ooh, there's another one. I think it's specifically from Samurai Warriors 4-2. That is such a bop. Oh my god. It's on the album. I think I've got it here. No, that's 4. Where's 4-2? Here. Are you going to give me a track list? You're entirely in Japanese. Beautiful. That's what I wanted. Fuck. I forget what it is, but it's one of those songs that every time I listen to it, I'll have to listen to it again.
This one is heroic. I guess I need to pick up the pace. Meeting me in battle? Today is just not your day, is it? We have to be ready to move. Be prepared.
I don't know how I feel about Dynasty Warriors 7 Shoyu, because, like, his outfit fits him based on his character in the game.
I'm still waiting for a real challenge.
But
That's what I like to see.
I also way prefer his Dynasty Warriors 8 costume, and his Dynasty Warriors 9 costume, and his Origins costume.
The enemy reinforcements have arrived.
The one thing I can say about Dynasty Warriors 7's costume for a Shoyu is it's better than 6.
We must not let them deter us.
It is better than 6.
I will make you regret.
Ooh, In Full Bloom is one of those songs that, when I played my guitar more often, it was one of the first songs that I learned every part to. And I was going to record a cover of it back in the day. And I never got around to it. And now I forgot how to play it. Speaking of music, can we also talk about how you cannot change the background song in Conquest mode? Or not Conquest mode, in Legend mode. You can only change it in Conquest mode. I don't even think you can change it in Story mode when you're choosing your stage. Like, you're stuck with that song.
Does anyone see any of our allies anywhere?
Oh, does Lighty like Dynasty Warriors 6 show you? It's okay for him to be wrong.
I must pull back here, but my ambition.
We're all wrong at some points in our life.
I'm still waiting for a real challenge. I will fight in order to make a better world for future generations.
Rekka, yes. Ken's Rage 1 and 2 soundtrack is... It's that, like, post-grunge, garage rock kind of sound that I absolutely love. And it has elements of nu metal and groove metal that just slaps so fucking hard. Yes, Ethereal Soul. You can replay the stages in Dynasty Warriors 7, and you can play them as any character, as long as you are playing with Extreme Legends. Also, I just love how after you beat a stage in Conquest mode, you can just run around the stage forever. Like, this victory screen just stays up the entire time. But I'll just go, you can go to story mode, select stage, and then when you're highlighting whatever stage you want, you press X or square if you're PlayStation, and you can pick whatever character. And whatever costume they have set, that's the costume that they're going to wear in the game, along with all of your other characters. So G Castle is not Dynasty Warriors 2. So we're on Chibi now. Oh, excuse me. And this is where I am going to play as Zhuge Liang. Wait. No, yes, I am going to play as Zhuge Liang. Because even if I get to Wuzhong Plains during today's stream, I'm going to play as Zheng Wei. Which, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 more stages. And at Hefei, I play as Wu, so that's where I'm going to play as Sun Shangshang. Yiling is also Wu. So that will be Lu Xun. And then Zheng Wei. I think that makes sense. I mean, Dynasty Warriors 5 does have some pretty nice costumes. I usually personally prefer Dynasty Warriors 4's costumes. Wait, exit battle. He doesn't have fucking red hair. He would have maple, I think. I feel like he would have mahogany. Mahogany. Shout out to those who get that reference. I do like the idea of giving everybody the bow as their second weapon. Man, if Dynasty Warriors 7 Definitive Edition had a PS5 version, first of all, I would be mad that Dynasty Warriors 8 doesn't have a PS5 version, like a native PS5 version. But I would also play the ever-loving shit out of that. Could you imagine if they remade Dynasty, or well, not remade, but put out Dynasty Warriors 7 Remastered on PS5 with the textures from Dynasty Warriors 8 on PS4? Ho ho! Ho ho! I would play that so much. I don't care if I have to restart my save file. The big thing for me between Dynasty Warriors 5 and 4, as far as the costumes and everything, it's the vibe. Dynasty Warriors 4 has the better vibe. Dynasty Warriors 5 is just the better game. Oh, Dragon Ball Z Abridged is... it's getting up there. We are getting to the point where there are Dragon Ball fans who have not heard of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. There are people who are too young to know what Dragon Ball Z Abridged is, unfortunately. To think there are people too young to know what Muffin Button means. Or, I am the hype! Huh. Pride. Pride in someone else. Now the question, who knows what I mean by Brooklyn Rage? Because that's even older.
I shall pull back for now. However, However, we shall meet in battle again.
Oh, the weapon weight system has always sucked. Mostly because of the heavy weapons. Having something like velocity in Dynasty Warriors 8, that is the better option. Having a attribute that increases attack speed, that is the better option. Hey, Vegeta! Are we there yet? I am hilarious, and you will quote everything I say. Well, who knows, Heavy King Claymore? We may very well see unique generics in 3 Remastered. We have no idea what they're cooking up with this extra time, other than just making the game more playable.
I only hope that my efforts will restore peace to the land.
Iron Spider, you're gonna have to talk to Bandai Namco for that, because they have the rights. They get the final say.
This one is slow. I guess I need to pick up the pace.
That is a very good point, Quarks. That's why I will do my first playthrough switching between 2, maybe 3 characters, and then I do my grinding method, which you can find on my show, The Daily Grind. I usually do Lubu's Revolt until I've unlocked the full combo, and then I'll do the Battle of Yiling. On Shu's side specifically. And Lubu's Revolt on Lubu's side. You know, I don't mind the idea of your weight only affecting your attack and defense stat. Now, would it be heavy is higher attack, lower defense, and speed would be lower attack, higher defense? Or would it just be heavy is higher attack, higher defense? Because I feel like what you want is to have some give and take. Oh, I love the affinity system. Give me a reason to actually switch my weapons. Other than, I feel like using the bow.
Face me in battle, would you? Very well.
Now is the opportune moment to strike.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Heavy would be higher attack, lower defense. I will always play Dynasty Warriors 8 over 7. But I wish 8 had more of these remastered stages. It would have been cool to actually see all of the Dynasty Warriors 2 stages make its way to Dynasty Warriors 8 as well.
I guess I need to pick up the pace.
Same with the Dynasty Warriors 1 outfits and the special costumes for all of the characters that were added in 7.
I salute you.
Yiling is not a bad stage for grinding at all. Like, whether it's stat increases, weapon experience, or items, or just, like, character rank to try to get the Dynasty Warriors 3 costumes. Oh no, I don't know what I was going to say instead of heavy. I think I was trying to say heavy and higher at the same time. I did mess it up, so you didn't miss out on that.
So,
Yes, Steven Seal. That's what I would love, is to have them.
Strategy shall be studied for centuries to come.
Now, that would be a hard game to actually make and make a profit off of. So what I would personally like to see would be something like, maybe they could do this with Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered, is put out the game and then put out expansion packs with other games stages in them. So like maybe a few years later, they'll put out Dynasty Warriors 4 Remastered, but it's an expansion onto Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered, where we get all of the weapons, costumes, and characters in that game. So you can go between both and like have that mixture of content. See, here's the problem with that, Anon Ghost. I don't like Souls-like games. Well, I don't like Souls games. I don't mind Souls-like games, because there is enough of a difference between something like Nioh or Wolong and Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne. Like, you can tell that one is more of an action game and one is more of an adventure game. Like with Dark Souls, it's very much exploration, uncovering all of the lore and stuff like that on your own, whereas something like Nioh, the lore is given to you with some things hidden away on the side, but it is more action oriented as opposed to being this more methodical combat of Dark Souls. But that's why I prefer Nioh to Dark Souls. I can understand that Ethereal Soul. I would agree with you on it as well. The lock-on system in Dynasty Warriors 4 is rough, but like, I grew up on Dynasty Warriors 4, so I have a special place in my heart for it. Like, 3 Extreme Legends was my first Muso game ever. And I remember watching some friends play 2-player Dynasty Warriors 3 Vanilla. Like, one person was playing as, I think, Zhou Yu, and the other was playing as Xiahou Dun. But I didn't actually play Vanilla until I had already played Dynasty Warriors 5. So, like, I don't have as much nostalgia for Dynasty Warriors 3 other than just, like, the costumes and that Extreme Legends content. So 4 was the first vanilla game that I played, where I got to play as all of the different characters through a story mode.
I shall return. Remember that. For yours is the first head I shall see.
Yeah, once you remove the auto lock in either 2, 3, or 4, it becomes so much of a better game. Yeah, but 4 Empires is the worst Empires out of all of the Empires. Even Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires is better than Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires. In my opinion, anyways. Excuse me. Okay, I ran all the way here without my horse. So this is the one time I am going to intentionally call my horse. Because I can't cross here. I think I can get onto that ship by going this way. That would be cool to see, Steven. I think the best way to implement that, though, would be the first playthrough that you have is historical, while everything else, like on your second playthrough, all of that hypothetical stuff can happen. Because, you know, experience the story the way that it's intended the first time, and then the second playthrough is where you can start to unlock the secret paths and stuff like that.
You have allowed your pride to overcome your senses. One person cannot decide a battle.
Yeah, I also cut 4 Empires some slack because at least it has some reason to play it. Whereas Dynasty Warriors 2, for example, after you've played it a couple of times, there's not much point to going back and replaying it.
So you are my next opponent.
The only thing that I would go back to Dynasty Warriors 2 for is that weird, fucked up Lubu moveset.
Remember that. For yours is the first head I shall see.
Where it looks like his spear is possessed and he's trying to keep hold of it. It does not look like a good moveset for Lubu. Also, I don't know why I'm going for these stat increases. All these characters are maxed out.
You have done much, and I applaud you. But if you are not for me, then you are against me.
You have made it far. I wonder if it's bravery or merely stupidity.
Right? Especially 7 Empires. To me, that is the best Empires.
Then let me end it for you.
It had so many specific
We finally did.
events, and the town that you go to visit in order to buy your weapons and stuff like that. Like, it was just so unique. But then there's Samurai Warriors 3 Empires, and that one just seems like so special. Something about it. Because it's got like a city builder or thing to it.
Never has the battlefield seen anyone wield a bow like me.
Most characters just have the generic clone moveset. Like Sun Jian, Sun Quan, Liu Bei, Sima Yi, Dong Zhuo, Yuan Shao, and Zheng Jiao all have the same moveset. But the characters that came over from Dynasty Warriors 1 had unique movesets. So Lu Bu, Diao Chen, Zhuge Liang, Zheng Fei, Guan Yu, Zhao Yun, Tai Shizi, Sun Chengsheng, Lu Shun, Zhou Yu, Cao Cao, Dian Wei, Xu Zhu, and Xiahou Dun all had movesets based on their movesets from Dynasty Warriors 1. Like, if you play Dynasty Warriors 1 and you learn the combos, a lot of the movesets are pulled from that into Dynasty Warriors 2, which is really cool. And I feel like there is maybe one other moveset that is unique, but I could be wrong.
Never had.
Oh, and we want weapons. These kind of look more like the weapons that she used in Dynasty Warriors 2. And then, of course, bow. And for her horse, either chestnut or maple, I think. We'll give her chestnut. No, wait. Fuck it. Maple. Oh god. Right. I forgot. Sun Sheng's Dynasty Warriors 3 outfit is kind of fucked in the PC version. I'll use Taishutsi in that case. Right? God, I would have loved to be able to play 3Z or 3 Empires. The shadow for Sun Sheng is really weird. Let's see, is she here? Yes, she is up there. Oh, and I didn't give him the right horse. Fine, I'll play through the entire stage with her and her weird, fucked up shadow. Wait, did it? Okay, yeah, it's still set to maple. Like, look at that shadow. Prepare to see this the entire stage. Or most of the stage.
Okay, let's hit the enemy in their exposed flank.
And it's only this costume where that happens. I feel like I need a epilepsy warning with this. I mean, it won't take me that long to finish this stage. Or it shouldn't, anyways. It hasn't taken me that long to finish most of these stages. It is unfortunate because, like, I do really like this costume. I would say this is probably my favorite Sun Sheng costume. Or at least it's between this and 6. I do also like her Dynasty Warriors 4 costume, though just like with most of the other characters that have specific costumes for Dynasty Warriors 2, I am so sad her costume isn't in this game. So I feel like that would look even better. Yeah, the shadow also causes issues when she's an NPC. So I, like, never have her in this costume. At least in Dynasty Warriors 7. No issue in Dynasty Warriors 8. And the shadow almost seems like locked to her backside because it changes based on the way that you're, like, what direction you're facing too.
I shall return. Remember that. For yours is the first head I shall seek.
Who says a woman has to be weak?
God, I love this.
focused.
And it's the only costume that I've noticed that issue on.
Go crazy out there, boys.
Though I haven't played a lot of the modern day costumes in this game.
No, leave me alone.
I personally think her Dynasty Warriors 7 outfit is her worst outfit. But again, I'm not going to yuck someone else's yum. If you like it, I'm happy for you.
I must retreat.
I usually prefer Sun Shang Shang to have some sort of armor. Or like,
I am impressed. I must not fall behind.
I don't know how to word it. Just like more tomboyish. I feel like her outfit in Dynasty Warrior 7 is... It doesn't suit her personality as much as I think some of her other costumes suit it. Like, I do like her Dynasty Warriors 8 costume a lot.
As a woman has to be weak.
Hey, Blizz. How you doing? I will say, Sun Shang Shang's Dynasty Warriors Origins costume, right on the money with that. That outfit is perfect. And I do think, like, all of the characters that got an updated costume in Origins look like some of the best they've looked. Shahadun is the only one that I still think Dynasty Warriors 7 is his best look. But that's partly because I like the, like, emo hair to one side kind of look. Oh, see, now you're talking my language, Haku. Because asymmetry is also a thing I like. Hey, Decaying Reaver. Lucci, you tuned in at the weirdest time because,
To be weak.
there's a glitch with Sun Shang Shang's Dynasty Warriors 3 costume. So I'm going to try to finish this stage as quickly as possible so we can move on to, what was next? Was it Ealing that was next? Yes. And then I'm playing as Lu Xun there.
I must retreat. This is not the end.
Who says a woman has to be weak?
Whoop.
I must yield,
Oh,
but I cannot go any further.
trying to think of what, you know what, Warrior Face? I think Dynasty Warriors 9 was Zheng He's worst. With 8 being a close second. I was trying to remember what his 7 costume was, and I don't mind that one. But at least 8 and 9 are his worst costumes.
I shall return.
Yes, I will say Origins is a close second for my favorite.
A woman has to be weak.
7 is up there, then Origins, then maybe 4, then 8. Or no, 9. I do prefer his Dynasty Warriors 9 outfit more.
Must have angered the heavens to face me in battle.
I don't mind the yellow in Shahadun's outfit, mostly because, like, that's kind of what he's always had. But I do prefer his costumes not to have the yellow. Like, when I play Dynasty Warriors 4, I usually use the alternate color.
Prepare to face the deadliest opponent you've ever stood against.
That is a good fact, Warrior Face. Which is why I don't think Dynasty Warriors 9 suits him either.
I have failed. I leave the rest up to you.
I did like the gold on Hua Xiong's armor, but I didn't mind his design in Origins. I wish he had a slightly different design, though. And I wish he had more of a presence in Dong Zhuo's story in the DLC. He's not there at all, which is... Or I think he's there for, like, one scene. Well, I will be right back. I'm not going to change the scene because I don't want to fuck up the chat again, but I'm going to grab another beer. I will be right back. So what is it? I got like 2-3 stages left. 2 stages. Yiling, where I said I was going to play as Lu Xun. And are Lu Xun's swords just the basic sword? I don't know, Haku. Doesn't sound familiar. Eugene who? Or, sorry, who, Jin? There we go. I found the joke. All right, I'm going to give him Maple. Or, wait, Birch is also calling to me for... Yes, I'm going to give him Birch. What? Wait. Do I not have Lu Xun's swords? Or are you making a joke? Now, this stage, I do not remember.
I shall claim this battlefield as my own. Fight me now for glory.
Ooh, Origins shorts. I'm excited for that. The quiz game in Dynasty Warriors 7? I thought I did that. Oh, these are the weapons. No, they're not. Never mind. How the fuck do I not have these weapons? I thought I did the weapon stage.
Another step forward in my training as the future of Wu. The enemy is fueled with rage. Their ill
Maybe I didn't.
reflected in their ranks. My lords, it is time to
Or maybe I didn't do it properly, is the other option. The other more likely option, that I didn't do it properly.
Oh, aren't you all fired up? We will try to keep up with you.
You need to answer all the trivia questions. Okay, maybe I didn't do that then. I know I did it in Dynasty Warriors 7 on PS3. Because, gotta get that trophy. Weirdest itch to scratch, and that's making thumbnails for future projects. I got into that that itch like a while back as well, and it can be fun, but I don't know. I got into that for a little bit, and then I was like, I'm just gonna do basic thumbnails. Make it easy for me so I don't have to overthink every single thumbnail that I make. And trying to put that energy and focus into the video itself. It's tough, man. It can be tough to like give up quality on some aspect in order to have more quality somewhere else. Or more effort and time, I guess, not necessarily quality. Because you feel like your quality is tied to your effort.
I cannot afford to die in battle. I shall withdraw for now.
Well, I guess I know what I'm going to be doing after this stream. I didn't like Dynasty Warriors 2, but that's because I had played 3, 4, and 5 and Samurai Warriors 1 before I played 2. So, I was spoiled before I got the chance. And it's not like I don't like Dynasty Warriors 2 as... Or it's not like I don't appreciate Dynasty Warriors 2 for what it is. It's that I don't like it as a game, like just playing the base game. Playing it with mods, though, not terrible.
It is an honor to face you on behalf of my lord.
For Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered, I will probably stream it, like, fairly frequently after it first comes out, and then maybe a week, maybe 2. But my plan is after May stream maybe once or twice a week, and then put that time and effort into making videos again, because it's been a while since I've put out a fully scripted video that, you know, had a major purpose. And I know I want to do a full review of Samurai Warriors 5 because I've never done that. I've also never done a full review of any of the Empires games. I don't think I did. No, I didn't do a full review of Origins. So, like, I've got options. Not to mention, I did want to revisit the older games as well. But I also don't want to play Dynasty Warriors 3 until 3 Remastered comes out, because I want to re-experience that game from scratch with Remastered. Like, I don't want to go in with any sort of expectations beyond just it being a better version of Dynasty Warriors 3. And by playing Dynasty Warriors 3, I feel like I will establish some sort of bias beforehand.
Cannot go any further.
I should have taken my horse. Whoops. Also, come June, I'm planning to stream Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
So you are my next opponent. I'll crush you like all of the
So my idea is to stream a Muso game every Monday because, you know, I like my alliteration, and Muso Monday just makes sense. And then either Wednesday or Thursday, I haven't decided, I'll be doing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because I did remake, and I had a lot of fun with that, and I want to prepare myself for the third part. Because once that game gets announced and comes out, that's also going to be another big focus for me.
shall return. Remember that. For yours is the first head I shall see.
Oh, trust me. As long as the game is good, I won't get burnout. I'll just, like, take a break, play another game, and then go back to it. Because guess what? I may not have streamed Dynasty Warriors 8 the last couple of times, but I have been playing the ever-loving hell out of 8. Because God knows I have so much left to do in that game. I've actually been trying to, like, min-max my weapon attributes and stuff. So as I'm playing every stage on every difficulty, I'm going after every stage and going into like sell any of the weapons that don't have attributes that I want to use, and then going into ambition mode and playing through a couple of stages on hard. I think I have it set to, and I think I'm reaching the 100 stage mark if I haven't already reached it. So I'm getting a lot of gems every stage. I would do Final Fantasy Friday if it weren't for the fact that Friday is also when I might have plans. So I want to leave Friday, Saturday, Sunday open. So I'll probably do it every Monday and Wednesday, and then Tuesday and Thursday will be like video production stuff. And if I don't feel like doing video production stuff, then streaming something. Whether it's more Final Fantasy, more Muso. How do I... Oh. Gotta go around this way. I do also want to play other Final Fantasy games. Because since 10, I haven't played anything until the last, like, year or so. Like, the last year or two. And I've played 7 Remake, 7 Rebirth, 15, and 16. So I've played through all of those games, but I haven't played through, like, I still haven't finished 6 or 13 or 13-2. I haven't touched 13-2. So I also haven't touched 13 Lightning Returns. I almost said 13-3. I've never finished 10-2. I also want to play through all the Kingdom Hearts games because the only one I've ever finished is Birth by Sleep. But I have watched my friend play through the first game, and I think I've watched a stream or a Let's Play of the second game. I'm not too big of a fan of GTA. I have streamed other games before, but it doesn't bring in the views. And unfortunately, with stuff like that, like, it's good, it's fine to do every once in a while, but as a YouTuber, you want to think about your place in the algorithm. If you stream too many things that, you know, don't bring in the same level of views as everything else that you put out, sometimes the algorithm will just start pushing you further down in the algorithm because it doesn't think that you're performing as well in general. And I know Final Fantasy does already bring in less views in general. So, like, I want to pick my battles when it comes to the algorithm. I want to not think about it too much, but I do have to keep it in mind. Hi-Fi Rush is another one that I do want to play. I think I do have Bully for Xbox One, but I haven't played it yet. I haven't really taken a whole lot of time to play games for myself other than Dynasty Warriors or Muso games in general because it's kind of my hyper-focus right now. I even bought Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, and I have not played it. I've installed it on my PS5 because when I want to play it, I want to be able to just jump right into it. And maybe after I'm done Rebirth, that'll be a game that I could stream. But I also want to stream Shun Yuan Sword 7, Sword and Fairy. There is a Sword and Fairy remake coming out soon. I don't know about soon, but it is in development and it looks really good. But like, couldn't tell by all the games back here. I do like a lot of other games. It's just that I have my preference. Legend of Dragoon is another one that I wanted to play through because I've made it to the 4th disc and just never actually finished the game. And I do have what is it, Project Unchained, where it's like a slight remaster on PC, and that's the one that I want to play through.
Your strength is worthless against my strategies.
Oh God.
For my friends, for my people, and for our future, I cannot lose. So you are my next opponent. I'll crush you like all of the others.
Trying to think, what are some other games that I've been wanting to play? Because I know there's a lot. There's a lot that I've been wanting to play and stream, which is why I'm planning to do like 2 streams a week, one Muso specific and one just whatever I want to play at that time. And I'd like to actually finish games live on stream. So I also have plans to like stream through some Warriors games on Monday when there's not a new Warriors game out and actually stream through some of the stories so we can experience them together. I still need to learn how to properly use the bow on Ultimate Warrior difficulty because while I can use it pretty what's the word? Effectively. I can use it effectively on hero difficulty, but Ultimate Warrior, I always go with the halberd.
I will do whatever it takes to start a new era.
Usually if I want to play something that's a different genre than what would work on YouTube, either I'll just do the one-off stream or I'll figure out a time to play it on my own, because like things like Mario Kart is another one that I really like to play. I personally really like Mario Kart World, and I almost prefer it to Mario Kart 8. Even though I know Mario Kart 8 has more to it as a game, Mario Kart World is just the better game. Mario Kart 8 has more content. World is just the better game.
We must push forward.
I think I did do a Mario Kart stream at one point. All right, last stage for Dynasty Warriors 2. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited.
The land will nearly be ours. Come, we must win this battle in order to bring peace.
And of course, since we're playing on Shu's side, we get Sacred Ground,
Time for me to
the
display
best
my
Wuzhong Plains song.
all the land.
Though I will say every remix of Sacred Ground has been better than the original. Like, Warriors All-Stars is probably the best.
So you are my next opponent.
Hey, Odachi97. Welcome. Also, hello, Caprone Joshua? Caprone? Ciprone? I am just butchering this the more I say it.
All right then, let's go and do this. I'll plow through Cao Cao's army by myself if I have to.
Oh, excuse me.
We will need reinforcements to survive this encounter. I knew you to be cruel, but I did not think it would be this easy to isolate them from your army.
Oh, God, excuse me. I can feel the fact that I was up late the last 2 nights. Mostly because Saturday we had a party, and then yesterday I just couldn't fall asleep. I don't think I'm going to have that trouble tonight.
So, what am I gonna do with you? I don't know what you're getting at. I'm already doing my best out here. Look.
I also wish there was a lock-on system for some of these other games, like Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8. I almost always want a lock-on, like a camera lock-on, not combo lock-on, but a camera lock-on for most modern Warriors games.
Wait. I can't lose.
Oh, excuse me.
Can't.
Now you see just how
Like, I'm also thinking,
it truly is.
because I've got a handful of days left to stream stuff for Musou specifically, I do want to stream some Pirate Warriors 5 for sure. Hyrule Warriors is another one that I haven't streamed yet, and I desperately want to stream that. Trying to think some other ones that I need to stream. I should probably stream some Dynasty Warriors Gundam, but I just don't want to play the PS3 because it's It's such a hassle to play the PS3 with the Elgato.
I refuse to rest until he is avenged.
Sorry, Pirate Warriors 4. My bad. I usually prefer the green, but I do like his costume with a little bit of the purple. I will say I like the fact that they started having characters appear with the different colored costumes for the factions that they're in. Because while I may not like Zheng He in the yellow or Zheng Wei in the blue as much as their default costumes, I appreciate that it's there.
I will fight for what I believe in.
I hope you realize you have no chance of victory.
I prefer long-haired Zheng Wei. I don't mind him with this kind of hairstyle, but with like the more anime-y style, it just suits him more, if that makes sense. I feel like it suits him more than this does. But like I said, this isn't bad. I'm excited to play with this costume in 3 Remastered, though. The way the hair was moving in the gameplay trailer looked really good. See, the ponytail with the anime hair, that's where you go. You have the best of both worlds. Also, anyone else find it funny that Zheng Wei and Wei Yan have served Wei at some point?
This ends here and now.
I just find that funny. And Shu Shu serving Shu. It's like the character in Samurai Warriors whose name is Sengoku. Like, could you imagine if there was a character in Dynasty Warriors whose name was Three Kingdoms? I always used to, like, even as a kid, I was like, that's funny. Oh, there are a couple of characters who need more colored costumes, though. Like, I do really appreciate that they added the yellow turban costume for Chosang, because he should have had that in 9. Like, absolutely should have had that. And then Origins did not give Huang Gai a blue costume for when he defected to Wei. Same with Peng Tong. But they had blue costumes in 9. And then I do think it would be cool if everybody had like a purple costume during the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and maybe a yellow costume for the coalition against Dongzhuo. But there it's more of a coalition, whereas with the Yellow Turbans, it's the government forces. Yeah, a color edit would be nice, but that's only in Warriors Orochi 3 and Samurai Warriors 3. Oh yeah, Wei Yan having a generic also named Wei Yan. Same with Ding Feng and Zhou Tai. The funnier thing is that there are 2 Ding Fengs for Wu. The other Zhou Tai is in Jin. Oh yeah, Shuju needs a separate color for when he's not a part of Wei. Like all of the characters who serve on like non-Three Kingdoms factions. Hey, Virgil. Welcome. Yes. That's the other one. Zhao Yun on Gongsun Zan's side. Can't believe I forgot about that one.
But against me, you do not stand a chance alone.
Trying to think, there's other ones. Oh, Lu Bu not having a purple costume for when he's on Dong Zhuo's side. Like he's always wearing the black costume. I think a purple Lu Bu until he kills Dong Zhuo and then he dons the black armor. I also think it would be cool if like each faction kind of had a style motif that they could share among their generals, and then you could have a completely different or a slightly altered costume for each faction. Excuse me. Like, as an example, Zheng Wei, his more modern costumes have like a feather motif, and maybe he doesn't get that feather motif until he joins Shu. Maybe it's something different while he's joined to Wei. Ooh, yeah, that's a good option, Isaac. He could keep the black, but the red could change to purple. That's a good point.
Same lost look as always. Why keep fighting battles you know you can't win?
Also, the other thing that I kind of miss, and it was in Lu Bu's Dynasty Warriors 5 outfit, was the cloth that goes around him. Because when Lu Bu joined Dong Zhuo, he gave him a bunch of gold, red hair, and a very expensive piece of cloth. And that cloth in his Dynasty Warriors 5 costume, I believe, is a reference to that. And I think in Dynasty Warriors 7, he kind of has that, like, cloth as well. But I don't like his 7 costume as much. I think that cloth needs to make a comeback.
An army of fools is still simply a collection of fools. You do not stand a chance against my tactics.
Oh yeah, Gan Ning needing a different costume when he's with Huangzu, is it? Oh, that's a good question. Them Goroth. I don't know if that's supposed to be 2 separate words. But what I would say, there's a couple of different good options. And depends on what type of experience. Like, usually if somebody's asking me what should I play as my first entry into a Muso, like into the Muso genre, I'll ask them, like, what games do you prefer to play and why do you prefer to play them? Because if you prefer story-driven games, like if you prefer to have a good story, my recommendations would be Origins, 7, Samurai Warriors 5, yeah, I think those would be like the main ones. Samurai Warriors 5, Dynasty Warriors 7, and Dynasty Warriors Origins. Those are the 3. Oh, and Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sanada. Those are the 4 best stories in the Musou franchise, in my opinion. But then I would also say if you are a fan of any of these spin-offs, like One Piece, Gundam, Arslan, Zelda, Fire Emblem, like those are usually the best place to start if you are a big fan of those, because that's also like that gateway drug kind of thing. Start you off with something that's, you know, familiar. But if you prefer like gameplay, if you enjoy the grind and stuff like that, I would probably recommend something like Dynasty Warriors 8, Warriors Orochi 3 or 4, Samurai Warriors 4. If you prefer like classic retro games to more modern games, I'd probably recommend Dynasty Warriors 5 or 3, depending on like what era of retro games you prefer. Exactly. Like you want to try to figure out what the person looking to get into the Musou franchise enjoys outside of the Musou franchise in order for them to like get that first good step in. Because here's the thing. And I'm going to switch. Oh, and the chat is fucked up here too. There we go. Here's the thing. There is no wrong spot to start your Musou journey. There are probably better options based on what you as a gamer prefers, which is why I'm like, story-wise, you probably want Dynasty Warriors 7, Origins, Samurai Warriors 5, Spirit of Sanada, those sort of things, because those are more story-focused games. While gameplay-wise and grind-wise, you're going to look at Dynasty Warriors 8, Warriors Orochi 3 and 4. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors DS is the worst place to start. Honestly, any of the like portable Warriors games is probably the worst spot to start because they are like more bare bones kind of games. But if somebody survives that, like, all the respect. If they survive Dynasty Warriors DS and they're like, yeah, after I played that, I played Dynasty Warriors 5 and then went from there, I would be like, great. Beautiful. That's another good point, Virgil. Don't start with an Empire's title unless you are used to like RTS strategy style games. And like, if you enjoy resource management games, because again, you want to try to think of who you're recommending to. I don't think Samurai Warriors Chronicles would be that good for a newcomer, because it would probably be a good second game if somebody starts with Samurai Warriors and then goes, oh, I really like this. What are some other things that I would enjoy? Lucci asking the question that is on everyone's fucking mind. Where the fuck is Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered? That's what we all want to know. Oh, excuse me. But with the yawn setting in and with me finishing all of the Dynasty Warriors 2 stages, maybe not on every side, but I was able to fit it all into one neatly packaged stream. I'm going to call it a stream here, but don't forget, the conversation doesn't have to end along with the stream. You can also join the Discord server. There is a link in the description below, as well as a link to all of my social medias. You can follow me on pretty well any platform, but I am mostly active in the Discord or on Twitter and Blue Sky. You can also check out my music. I made music before I got into making video game reviews and streams. So you can download my music for free on Bandcamp, or you can stream it anywhere that you stream music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, whatever. You can also include it in the backgrounds of your TikToks, your Instagram Reels, and all that stuff, because it's baked into the actual platforms. But with that being said, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you all in the next stream.